Hey folks, welcome back to 3's In. Bobo here. So I just finished that presentation on the Pilot's Flying Logbook and related how the origins of that concept or that idea came from the Commonwealth nations on issuing their pilots' logbooks and the forth. And as I was thinking about that, my mind drifted back to Canberra, Australia, and the job I had there at RAAF headquarters, the Royal Australian Air Force headquarters. It was like a Pentagon level job. And I've been meaning to tell you about this fellow that I met. On occasion, I would get kind of bored, so I'd go down a couple floors. We worked in a building, I think it was about 11 stories tall. So I'd go down to the 9th floor, or whatever it was, and seek out Dick Strudwick. Now, Dick Strudwick was a knucklehead. Knucklehead is the term the Australians give to their fighter pilots. They're called knucks. Anyway, I just really enjoyed Dick. He had had a T-38 exchange tour at Williams, and so we had a little bit common ground there to begin our conversation. And I just really enjoyed going down, getting a cup of coffee, and talking with him. Now, Dick had been pulled out of the Mirage and stuck in this staff job that he absolutely detested. He did not want anything to do with it. What his job was to work with Australian industry and in developing a trainer, an in-house built trainer from Australian industry. And he had no more interest in that than perhaps I would. And that's not a lot. So anyway, Dick would sit there just gnashing his teeth and this, that, and the other, and about how it was going and the roadblocks he was facing, this, that, and the other. Oh, God, who would want to do that? So anyway, just prior to leaving, I walked down and had my usual cup of coffee, and Dick was in there, and he was in really a chipper mood. I said, "What's up?" I said, "You're the happiest I've seen you in a couple of years." He says, "Oh man," he says, "I just scored one." I said, "What's that?" He said, "Well," he said, "I've been dealing with these dumbasses for years, a couple of years now over the development of this trainer." And he says, "I decided that we should give it a name," and they all agreed. So I offered this Aboriginal name, and I have no idea what it is to this day. But he told me, and I said, "Well, it sounds kind of Aboriginal in nature." He said, "Yeah," he says, "they sucked it right up." And I said, "Well, what's it mean?" He said, "Well, I told him it meant soaring eagle." And I said, "What's it really mean, Dick?" And he said, "lame duck." So I don't know if it ever went through. I never looked back at it, but that was kind of his legacy on that, lame duck. So God bless Dick. I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I'll tell you, I've enjoyed telling that story for years. So with that in mind, this is Bobo, Base Gear. Stop.